What's going on, guys? I am back. I have not made a video in a long time. Sorry for me sounding kind of nasally. The weather is changing down here in Atlanta, and I am not adapting to it right now. It was just 80 like 2 days ago. Now it's been like 60 for like the last 2 days, and I still got to get all my jackets out of storage. So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. Today though, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for probably about like a week or so. Since got out the Navy after doing 5 years, going back to college at at a more mature age than most people that's in college right now. And I feel like the Navy has grown me up a lot more quicker, because you have to take care of responsibilities, making rank, knowing how to manage money, knowing how to manage your time. You get access to purchase a vehicle. You get a lot of money to do things that you want at any given moment, so like it kind of helps you mature a little bit and also be childish at the same time. But a lot of the college students I've been meeting, they don't have access to this, so they kind of can't relate to some of the experiences that I've talked about. Like I had a presentation where I was explaining like my time on deployment and my time in the Navy. And it's just something like people just can't fathom to understand. And a thing that I'm realizing is that I'm kind of having trouble converting into civilian out here since I got out the Navy. In the Navy you kind of develop this type of lingo. You guys, like, we clown on each other a certain type of way. We say type of crazy things, to each other. That's kind of normal. But if you say out in the civilian world, people will look at you like this motherfucker's crazy, So I'm kind of having trouble adapting to that, because my mentality, like, I just got out the Navy in mid-June and it's only October, So I'm still got that Navy residue on me, So I don't know, if any people can leave some tips down here. I was thinking about probably joining some type of like veteran organization down here for college. I think that would be probably pretty productive. It's a lot of veterans in Atlanta, Georgia that I see all the time. It's a lot of Marine, Navy, mostly Army, because I think it's an Army base close to here. So I just wanted to talk to any other veterans out there that's probably having trouble adapting to civilian life. I seen a meme on Shit My LPO saying it had like a brick floor, and it was like a normal brick that was in the middle, and it was like a veteran trying to be civilian, and like the other brick stood out among all the other bricks. So I was like, wow, this is the sign that something's telling me to speak about this or think about it a little bit more or do something about it, because I do miss the Navy. I don't miss certain things about it, but I still believe I made the right decision by getting out, because I wanted a different future. I kind of got bored sometimes in the Navy. I don't know, it's probably just I was in Air Department. There's only a certain level you can get. Like, you can make rank, that's fine. Like, making rank can always go up, but doing the job is something different that I got kind of, it wasn't pushing me anymore. I figured I was an ABF, so I learned everything I needed to learn. I learned about the pump room. I learned about, I mastered on the console and everything. So I feel like I pretty much did everything I needed to do in the Navy, as in my rate. I feel like I mastered everything I needed to know and learn. So I wasn't really excited about going to work anymore like I was. Like when I first started, when I was trying to learn, it was very exciting trying to figure out the maze of the piping and learning the levels about fuel and how does this get here, this, that, and the third. After I learned that, it wasn't exciting no more. It became routine, it became a job, it became stagnant, it became like Robert Greene says in his book at Mastery, like, you have to, if you're gonna master something, you need to make it fun. If you want to master an aspect or something, you need to make it fun. And I did that. I made it fun, and I kept progressing. And then eventually I got to a point where it became stagnant, and that's a bad position. Like he says in his book, is when you start doing something, it becomes stagnant, it doesn't become fun, it becomes a job. That means you need to move on with something in your life. That means you're not doing something right in your life. And I definitely believe that, because I started becoming unhappy while I was in the Navy. I started like just being late on purpose and shit. I'm just fucking not being productive, just staying asleep at work. I started becoming a dirtbag, but I had to check myself, because I was doing it for about a couple weeks. And I had to check myself, I need to stop doing this shit, because all it's gonna do is, when you get out the Navy, all it's gonna do is make you bitter as shit. So you don't need to be doing that type of stuff, like being negative or things like that, which is really easy to get into in the Navy. It's really easy to get real negative, depending on your department and your leadership. So don't get me wrong, not saying everything in the Navy is negative, but depending on your department and leadership, things can become negative, and that can weigh on you. It's a spiral effect. So yeah, I got totally off the subject, but yeah, I wanted to talk about getting out as a veteran, trying to civilian at a later age, because I did 5 years going to Georgia State University. If any other veterans out there reply to this video, also, I don't know, if anybody has a veteran that has some pointers that adjusted well, let me know. Let's have a conversation about this, because I don't feel like this is talked about enough. I think people just I was ready to get out. I was ready. I did everything, lined my eggs up. Then when I got in the civilian world, after about a couple months, I was like, this is great. And then after about 2 months of that, I was like, wow, this is really, really different than what I'm used to. It just felt like a long leave period at first, and then after a while, I'm like, wow, I'm really not in the Navy anymore. I'm still got 3 years in active reserves, but I'm not Navy anymore, and it's just weird, because you're used to having that look and people recognizing that you're a sailor. Now you just look like a normal person. You get to grow your facial hair out, you get to grow your hair out, wearing any type of design you want, you can wear certain clothes that you want. You can sleep in, wake up early, do whatever you got to do now. And it's kind of weird, because I was so used to having a schedule, and now I have to make my own schedule. You can really get comfortable being in the Navy, having certain things to do. People oh, you need to sign this paper, but you have your yeoman in your department to sign it off for you. Yeah, I did it for you, it's turned in. And now you gotta go somewhere, wait in time, get it done. I went to the VA out here in Decatur. Decatur VA is very good, very big. I got there at 6:30. I had an appointment at 7 for a checkup. I didn't leave until fucking 11:30, and my class started at 10. So in the Navy, you can just go up there and be like, hey man, I gotta be somewhere at this time, can you please help me get in? Or you can bring your chain of command, be like, hey, they got a long line, I need you to come in and help me get in front of the line so I can get this done really quick. Here, you just gotta wait. You just gotta do the time. And that's something I'm trying to get used to. I was kind of aggravated. I even took a nap and was still waiting to see my doctor. And I missed both my classes yesterday, but that's just the benefit of that, of getting out, that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. But I don't know, just speak to me, man. Just speak to me, guys. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers or anything like that, so this probably won't get enough views. But if you do come across this video, just leave a comment, just leave your personal opinion about something. Let's get a veterans group chat talk going up around here. I think the YouTube world can do that. Have a lot of veterans, especially Navy veterans. We can just talk about stuff. We just have a little group chat, tell some sea stories or something like that. Let's get it exciting. But yeah, that's my video for today. Please respond. I'm trying not to make it too long, because I know people don't like watching 30-minute ass lectures on YouTube. Make it short and sweet. 5 minutes, man. I did 10. So talk to me. I'll probably start posting more content more recently, because I like how YouTube is. Like, I just like to talk, vent out about some things, you know, that because I'm still new here. I don't really know anybody in Atlanta besides family. So I'm still kind of new here. I'm still trying to wiggle my way around. I got a couple friends that's from Cleveland, where I'm originally from, that have moved down here. I don't really get to see them too often, though. It's a good thing that I get to see them, though. Yeah, that's the video. Talk to your boy.